All right, welcome back. The president's legal team continuing in several states to fight after some setbacks in some key swing states. Joining us now to discuss the legal challenges the president faces is senior fellow and manager of the Heritage Foundation's Election Law Reform Initiative, Hans von Spakovsky. Good to talk to you, sir. What is the president and their team's best path as it stands right now?
Well, they're in a very tough position. In order to win the presidency, they're going to have to overturn results in at least 3, maybe 4 states to reach the magic number of 270. And to do that, look, they've got to produce enough evidence to convince a judge that the results of the election were compromised. And when you've got vote margins of as much as 60,000, over 60,000 votes, for example, in Pennsylvania, you've got to have real evidence that some kind of wrongdoing occurred that affected that many ballots. They say they've got that kind of evidence. They're going to have to produce it in court and convince a judge that it's worth overturning an election. That's very hard to do.
Is the Supreme Court going to come into play here? I mean, I think that's what a lot of people are expecting.
Well, look, they've been trying to get the Supreme Court to take up the Pennsylvania case. In Pennsylvania, they're claiming really 2 things. One, all absentee ballots that were received after Election Day, which was the deadline set by state law, which was overturned by the state Supreme Court, that those should not be counted. They're also claiming that absentee ballots in the 2 big cities, Pittsburgh and Philly, where they should have been rejected because they didn't comply with state law, but instead election officials gave voters a chance to cure them. But those should also be thrown out because other voters across the state didn't have that opportunity. But so far, the Supreme Court has not yet decided whether it's going to step in and accept the case.
Right. Going to let Mark Halpern here ask a question.
Let me pick up right there. Why do you think the Supreme Court is holding back?
You know, I can't predict what's going on inside the court, but you know that at least some of the justices are very concerned about this because last Friday, you know, Judge Alito issued an order telling the state officials there that they needed to segregate and keep separate any absentee ballots that came in after Election Day. So I'm assuming that this week they will have a conference, an internal conference, and decide whether they're going to take up the case or not. And we just don't know what's going to happen.
Okay. All right. We're going to follow it, though. Hans von Spakovsky, good to talk to you as always.
Thanks for having me.
All right.